HackerProof HQ, we're back
Let's
again.
do it.
We're back again. We took a little bit of break, after 2 p.m. in Atlanta. We had some fun. We relaxed a little bit. And today we are back with a wonderful guest, Bukky. I didn't mess up your name there. And she is someone who has been in tech for a while now, software engineering route, and is also retired from the field. So, I'm going to pass it over to Bukky.
Yes.
And have her, see, I'm saying her name with emphasis because I want to make sure that she knows I'm not trying to mess her name up. I'm going to pass it back to Bukky and have her introduce herself. And glad to be back.
Okay. Hi, everyone. HackerProof. My name is Bukola Akinfadirin, but for short, people call me Bukky. So like you said, I've been in tech for 23 years.
Wow.
Started off doing web apps, so ASP.NET, and this is when there were no smartphones. So you can imagine how long ago that was. So there was no mobile space at that time. So I was, building web apps for a company in New York. And then we started having the smartphones come out. We had the BlackBerry come out. I don't know if you guys remember the Palm Trio. The Palm Trio came out. The you don't even know that one.
No.
The Palm Trio. It's like a metal phone that had a little antenna. And it had the QWERTY keyboard. So the Palm Trios came out, and then after that, the BlackBerry came out. So with the BlackBerry, I ended up building an app for BlackBerry.
Really?
It was a music and radio app, similar to TuneIn, but for African music. And that one went viral.
Oh, wow.
My very first app I ever built went viral. 500,000 people.
Seriously?
Trending on Twitter in Nigeria.
Oh, that's amazing.
MI retweeted it, Two-Face retweeted it, Ice Prince retweeted it. It was going viral. So I actually left my job in New York. I was working in a finance company, but for tech. And I moved to Nigeria. I just packed up everything and left. And started working with the radio stations over there, so Beat FM, Cool FM, Rhythm, all the radio stations. I'm partnering with all the record labels, like LD's record label, Storm Records, Loopy Music, just partnering with them to kind of see how I can push the app out, how to push new artists out on my app, new music. So
what is the app name again?
It was called Jandis Radio.
Is it still out now?
No, it's actually not out anymore. But back then, it was huge.
Jandis Radio.
Yeah, it was a thing because the catch with it is we didn't have anything focused on African radio, and how do we hear the live radio in Nigeria in the US? There was no way to do it at that time. So I had built an app that you can actually listen to Beat FM, Cool FM from the US.
Oh, wow.
And then I also put US radio stations like Hot 97 on there, and the Nigerians started downloading it because they couldn't listen to American stations
so now they could do it.
Yeah, so now they're like, oh wow, I can hear Hot 97 from Lagos. From even the village, people were downloading from the village. Big. They were like, "Oh my God, American music straight, live radio."
So basically, we can say that you were part of the evolution of Nigerian music.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Congratulations.
Something like that.
And also, you say you're currently retired, right?
Yes, I am. I'm
okay,
retired.
So from someone to get to point A to point B of being retired, you need some kind of funding or some kind of good job, or you mind telling us maybe your job history of what you have done that got you to the point of retiring.
Yes,
now.
Definitely. So working in tech is definitely an up because most of the time you're going to make a 6-figure salary at least. So imagine I have a long record, 23 years of working in tech. So that allowed me a couple things to save a lot of money. Also, there's other things that you have to do to retire early. So it's not just about the amount of money you make, but it's making sure that you are debt free. That was the first thing I did. So when I actually moved to Silicon Valley, after Nigeria, I actually moved to Silicon Valley to work for Ancestry. Which
Ancestry.com.
I was the first Android engineer on their Ancestry DNA app.
Wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was the first engineer on there. We built it out, millions of users. And after saving money up in Silicon Valley, I lived very meagerly. I'll tell you, I wasn't flashy. I was driving a Honda. I was not flashy at all. I said the first thing I need to do is take care of my student loans because I went to a school that was very expensive. And
you mind naming what school that is?
I went to Wesleyan University.
Wesleyan.
Oh, where's that?
Yeah, in Connecticut.
Okay.
They were even back then they were expensive, and that was a long time that I went to school, and I had a lot of loans. Okay. So I was like, the first thing I'm gonna do, every single bonus I got, I used it. I didn't go on vacation, nothing. I said I paid $10,000, $20,000, just kept paying it off till that was clear. And then I also made sure that I had no credit card debt. So I started paying off any credit card that I had, paid it off, zero.
So financially, you secured yourself.
So making sure that no debt at all, not even even when I bought my latest car of cash, I didn't get no car loan, nothing like that.
But-
So just keeping your debt at zero.
But one could say also, there's something called good debt and bad debt.
Yes.
In American system, in order to go ahead, you need to be able to use loans, leverage your money.
You can still use a credit card, just pay it off at the end of the month.
pay it off
That's
at the
what I
end of
do.
the month,
I never
yeah.
use my debit card to pay anything.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you need your points. You
Yeah,
get points.
you need
and
the points. You need the-
exactly.
yeah, the score to
so I
go.
use my credit card to pay for everything, but I pay off my balance every month. So good debt. You were talking about good debt. A good example of good debt is your mortgage.
Yeah.
So I have property and I still have my mortgage, but one thing I did is I made sure I put like 20% down. A lot of people they want to put 5%, this and that. Nah, there's a lot of advantages to putting down 20%. One of the things you can do is you can separate out your property tax. So once you get to that threshold of putting down 20%, you don't have to give an escrow. So normally, the bank, you have to pay an escrow in. So you have to pay in your tax. You have to pay in your property tax and everything in there. But if you pay 20%, you have the flexibility of, no, I'll take my taxes out of that. I'll just give the bank the mortgage and then I can pay the taxes on my own.
Okay.
A benefit of that is you get to save that money that you would have been paying the bank in a high yield savings account, earning interest. So the bank is just holding on to your money because you don't pay your property taxes every month. You pay once a year. So you're giving them money and they're just holding that money and making money off of it. You can hold that money yourself, put it in an account, earn interest on it, exactly, and then pay
100%.
yourself.
So you're saying the baby not to go through paying escrow because sometimes
No,
the money.
it doesn't make sense. The bank is just holding on to your money for no reason.
For no reason, yeah.
Wow.
So-
That's why they have a show called Code and Capital because you get to know about this kind of stuff that she's talking about, how to make more money, how to invest your money, and how to save money. So
These
I
are
really
techniques.
appreciate you being here today.
Yeah.
These are techniques that I learned. So after not having debt, after keeping all your expenses low, there's something called the FIRE principle. So the FIRE principle is your retirement number. It's basically how much do you spend a year, multiply that by 25, and you have that in your savings. If you can hit that number, you can with no
25?
debt. Yes.
How much you making a year?
Yeah, Vicky.
Times
So
that.
if
How
you're
much you
making
spend?
6 figures,
Your
a
How
year,
much you
expenses.
spend?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So let's say your expenses are only $2,000 every month. So multiply that by 12.
12,
right?
then multiply
That's-
that to the 5.
Multiply that by 25. If you can save that money.
but is that realistic?
It-
If you're
yeah,
making,
of course.
That means you can't really live.
You can't live
pay
life.
rent.
You can't-
You have to live with your parents.
Well, it
You
depends
can't
on what your
do
expenses are.
anything,
The
basically.
FIRE
I
principle
wouldn't say that, though.
is all about
was-
living not like you're gonna live poor,
Frugally.
but you live frugally a little bit.
But
Yeah.
that is
That's not all though. That's not all you need to do for the FIRE principle. So the 25 times 25 is definitely one part. And then you can supplement your income in certain ways. So it allows you the flexibility of owning your business like I do. So I can make extra money off of my business, like money comes in from my clients.
Right.
Or you could get a part-time job. Something quick and easy that you don't have to spend 8 hours a day. Something that you like.
Yeah.
So you have the freedom now to work in whatever field you want. Like I have a digital marketing job that's just my part-time job. I just do 4 hours a day and I'm earning money off of that.
Oh, that's not bad.
what's the name of that? Plug yourself in.
No, it's just a digital marketing company that I work I work part-time for. And I get paid and I also learn how to do digital marketing because that's huge
Huge, yeah.
for my
Yeah.
business,
I
especially
heard.
building
Yeah.
apps. You need to promote it. There's
course.
not just building apps.
Yeah.
You have to actually
You have to
learn
know
how to do Facebook ads and stuff like that. So I have a part-time job doing that, but that supplements my income and then keeping my expenses low. You can retire. You don't have to work till you're 65. You really
Yeah,
don't.
of course. Yeah.
You
I feel
don't.
So-
like one of my goals is to retire at 40, 40-ish.
Yeah,
That's a
you
good- that's a
can.
good rate.
Yeah, 40-ish.
That's
Not
a good-
bad.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But remember your number, your FIRE number.
Right.
So
That's,
the
yeah.
FIRE number is the number you need to retire.
Yeah, you have to have that.
How
in
much
savings.
You have to
Spend.
have that in your savings
Yes.
to retire.
Yes.
So is it by 25 because it covers you for 25 years?
No, it covers you up until retirement. So there's another principle to that. Don't take more than 4% out of that every year. If you do, then you're gonna fall below.
Wow.
So,
But then that money also makes you money. Because you can now invest that money
Yep.
in
for
something
sure.
even safe. Let's say even if you put it in a high yield savings account,
Yep.
you can get thousands of dollars off of a high yield savings account. They pay you that every
based on
month.
the interest rate, though.
Yes.
Is that-
Based on the
Most of
Fidelity
them is
500
you can
too.
get 4%. Even 4% is
now?
yes.
Yeah.
I have one that's earning me 4.10.
Which one, Robinhood or American?
No.
Express? We're just plugging names
Fidelity
out there.
500.
No, I'm not gonna tell them because I don't unless I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
But there's one that I have that's 4.35 and 4 point something. Even now.
Really?
Yeah, and you
Wow, that's
earn
not bad.
you earn
I need
that.
to switch my high yield
Yeah,
savings
yeah.
account.
We gotta talk after this.
Yeah.
There's
Maybe.
sometimes like 3.65. I think the average is 3.65.
Yeah.
But there's still ones over 4. And you
Oh,
can
wow.
still do it and you can get paid thousands a month.
Yeah, it is. That's my-
Thousands a month?
Yes.
Yep.
That was my what I was
Thousands
doing.
a
A
month.
month?
Yes.
That means you gotta have
600. You need
Like
600.
something like that.
You need something in there. To
Yeah,
get
that's why I was
1,000.
telling you.
Yeah.
Even the savings can earn you money.
Can't you money?
But what is the amount that is insured? I think it's only a.
250, but you can have them in several accounts. It doesn't have to just be one account.
Yeah.
Just make sure that
split
you
it up.
spread them out.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
look
not-
at-
it's
that's
not
if you
like-
want to be
it's-
safe.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
other people, they're a little risky, so they put it in, ETFs,
The stock.
the stock market.
That's compound
Yeah.
interest too, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
The
there's
ETF
one,
is, to be honest, the ETF might not be safer, but you make a higher percentage.
Exactly. But
Right.
you can still
Why
lose money.
wouldn't the ETF be safer?
So, because it's a group of multiple stocks, and
It's
sometimes
balanced. It's a balanced portfolio.
Yeah.
yes,
But
yes,
isn't it the safest option of stocks?
it is
It's safer than individual stocks.
individual
Yes.
stocks. Yeah,
But it's
how's-
still more risky than like a high yield savings is pretty safe. Like as long as it's not over 250, you're not gonna lose it.
you're not gonna lose. Yeah.
So if you are like low risk and you're like, okay, 4% is good enough for me, you can do that. But if you want to be a little more risky, you can also look for stocks that pay you a dividend. A lot of people
Right.
don't know that there's stocks that actually pay you a monthly dividend. You buy them and they have dividends, and you
even
get paid off
ETFs
that.
pays dividends, but
Some
it's
of them do, yeah.
quarterly, yeah.
Some of them do. So these are just little
How's
strategies.
that different from like Fidelity 500? It's like the on the same line of that.
I think so. Yeah,
'cause-
I think so. I haven't really
yeah.
looked into
'Cause I
that.
do that one. I do that one though.
Do you get a dividend off of that?
No, but it's growing.
Compounding.
Okay. yeah. That's the main thing. Just make sure it's growing. The S&P
Yeah.
500 is pretty safe. Like there's a lot that are pretty, are gonna give you a good return.
All right.
Yeah.
Now that
Yeah.
we've talked about money, how to invest your money, how to save your money, how to make more money, and I think now we're gonna go into a little bit of your software development
Okay,
history,
sure.
and things that are out there now, like OpenAI agent browser, Lovable. I want to get your point on those two things that are trending right now that everybody's trying to get their hands on or use. What do you
Right.
think how the AI field is going to affect the software engineering, software development field in the future?
Yeah,
in the next
definitely.
5 years, put it that way.
Yeah, AI has changed the game. I'm just saying for software engineers in general, it's flipped it on its head. Because before it's like, okay, you have to have this particular set of skills, but now they have something called vibe coding.
Right.
Where you just-
is it like Repli and
Replit,
Yeah,
they have
Replit,
that.
yeah.
Even Lovable is vibe coding because what you do is just your prompts.
Yeah.
You prompt the AI like, okay, create this for me. You can even
Oh,
give it
for
like you said,
someone
you can
like-
give it an
yeah.
example,
Yeah.
like kind of duplicate this app, and
Yeah.
it does it for you. But here's the thing: I don't think it's 100% safe because if you don't have any foundational knowledge of how to code, okay, so it gives you the code. What are you gonna do with it?
No, but if you then ask
How you gonna
ChatGPT
deploy it?
for instruction, how can I deploy this?
You know how to deploy it?
Yeah.
I have an app coming
I
out too. I work with codes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
So you have an App Store account?
No,
You have
no,
a Play
it's a
Store
web app.
account?
It's a web app.
Okay,
So
okay.
we haven't got to that level yet. We haven't got to that level.
Yeah, there's
But
still
I
things that
still
you have
don't
to
think
know.
it's too. It's so obsolete that an everyday person can't figure
Figure
out
it
or
out
do.
how to. Yeah.
Right, you can to a certain level, but there's still some things that you have to do. Like me, I've coded for big companies, right?
Yeah.
There's a process.
Yeah.
There's CI/CD, continuous
Yeah.
integration,
Yeah, of course, of
continuous
course.
Yeah.
deployment. There's user testing.
Yeah.
You have to write, test codes. You have to test your code. You have to run it on the cycle. So there's a lot of things that you have to do to make your app scale too. So a lot of these vibe coders, they're building apps, but do they scale?
That is
Right.
That's a good
That's
Can
a
they?
good
Can
thing.
you handle 1 million people on your app without it crashing?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's where
That's progression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even that. I feel like that's where design comes into, right? Because when you have
Architecture
your
more is called architecture. How do you architect your app to scale?
To scale, right?
What kind of server is gonna host it? How many users are you getting per second?
That's
What's
that's
the
one.
bandwidth of the server to handle your traffic?
Exactly.
Seems like we'll go to her
Are you
for any
doing auto
questions.
scaling? Are
Yeah.
you doing some type of auto scaling? Are you putting it on different servers to handle the load differently? And stuff
Yeah,
like,
load
exactly,
balancing,
yeah.
things like that. It's
CDN.
like people, it's the
Yeah.
CDN exactly.
CDN, yep.
So there's a lot of things around scaling your app
Yeah.
because I'm a good example of that. I built an app that went viral without me even trying. Like there's
Right.
another app that I built. It's called Glow Up. It's a beauty app. So basically, you go into it. It gives you tips on your makeup, your skincare, how to grow your hair and stuff like that. Got 30,000 people in a few months.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I wasn't even trying. Like
How
I
do you
just, I just-
promote it? How do you promote it?
I did some small Google ads, but not Google ads, Facebook ads, and it just blew up. Like I just
Yeah.
started getting thousands of people downloading it every
Yeah.
now. I'm looking like what?
Is it a free app?
Yeah.
It was free,
Yeah.
but people just loved it because they would come in and be asking questions. Oh, my skin, like what do I use for my
Yeah,
skin?
exactly.
How do I grow my hair?
Yeah.
They were even like teenagers coming into there. Like, that was the most heartbreaking part. It's like, oh, I'm ugly. Can somebody help me? That broke my heart.
You basically met a market need.
Yeah.
And for women, it's definitely beauty. Anything beauty.
It was fitness too. There was weight loss. There was like weight loss
groups
and stuff like that.
Beauty is like one of our currencies. So anything that has to do with that, like, we definitely migrate. But I will also...
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, I will say that I do like the idea of vibe coding because I have friends that are developing apps. And also, just from what I'm seeing online of people that are like fashion designers creating apps and still getting like fun initial seed rounds because they have some type of MVP that they can break into the market with. I think it just gives the everyday person that's not a coder a chance to finally start and do something that they had an idea for. So I still do like the fact that it's there just for that reason.
Yeah, that you can at least start. By the time you got some investors in it, you're able to scale. You
can now do the scaling part,
but to get back to what, like my original point. So I had built that one just like not even thought about the architecture, right? Just building on something called Firebase. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's just a cloud from Google. It's like a Google platform for the back end. And when I got 30,000 people on it, Google charged me thousands of dollars.
Ooh, wow.
Because if you don't handle that the right way, Google is actually not good if you want to build like an app that has millions of people because they charge you per traffic and it's like very expensive. So I saw like $1,000 bill. I'm like,
For where?
I was like, wait, what? I shut the app down.
You shut Glow Up down?
I shut it down. No. Because I went and I saw somebody.
It's not profitable.
Exactly. Somebody got charged $100,000 by Google for the app.
What?
They charge their credit card.
I'll stop using that credit card.
It's okay.
Yeah, you block it. I was blocking it.
Nobody has a 100K limit on that credit card.
Unrecognized charges.
And Google doesn't play. They literally try to charge $100K to somebody's credit card.
Oh, wow.
They don't play around. So I was like,
So did you just migrate to a different platform?
So yeah, I was in that process of trying to migrate, but I don't know, man. At one point I was just like, let me just
forget it.
Just forget it. Even though people keep asking me about the app, but they keep asking me. But it's kind of a lot of work to migrate it. And I was like,
no, Glow Up.
I know people be asking me about it. People be asking me.
Yeah, but like coming from your own like background, right? You have like 20 years of coding and stuff like that, do you still feel the need to use AI today? Does it help
make your job
work?
easier?
It
Exactly.
does. Actually, AI helps you code a lot faster. That's one of the things. There's something called Copilot.
Yeah,
Copilot.
So it's auto completion for code. So let's say I'm writing a block of code. It goes in and it studies like what you've written before and it gives you suggestions and helps you auto complete it.
Right.
So it just helps you just write faster. And then sometimes when you're running into a bug and you're stuck on how to do something, you can just ask ChatGPT, hello, this is what I'm trying to do. You give it a sample of the code, this is not working, and it actually corrects it for you and gives it to you.
Yep.
So I think it's helpful for stuff like that.
But I don't know how many failures because I've had problems with ChatGPT.
This
is not working.
Are you using GPT-4?
It starts hallucinating.
So there's different variants. There's the 4
I'm using
mini.
4.
4 mini is good for more reasoning.
Yeah.
And like more like harder code. Like GPT-4 is good for more generalization of like whatever you're doing. I use mini most of the time if I'm trying to do something at work because I'm trying to figure out why is it not working.
Right.
Because I'm in the cloud security engineering space. So more time I'm just trying to figure out why is my code not working? Why what I'm doing is not working. So that's how I use it. But I'm gonna switch up with that.
I feel like that's like one of the reasons I gave up on coding because I tried it too back in the day, like before I went into what I'm doing now. Because I feel like troubleshooting the bugs and stuff is like 70% of the work. Am I right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But that's how you learn faster, actually. That's how you learn faster. If you can debug something, then you can understand the code.
Yeah, better. Yeah.
What are some inspiration? What are some words of inspiration you have for people who are trying to get into the software development field and with AI that everything is changing? What are some inspiration words you could give to the people, the younger kids, the younger Africans, blacks who are looking to get their foot in the door?
I would say it's still worth it to get into coding, but definitely be aware of the tools, the AI tools, because every recruiter is looking for like, what are your AI skills?
Yeah.
Because if you just say, okay, I'm coming from a traditional background of computer science, I don't really use AI. Nah, they're gonna bypass you.
Really?
They want to see who has AI skills, who can prompt engineer, those kind of things, because they know that you're going to be faster doing what you're doing. So definitely add that to your resume. Add AI skills, whatever it is that you got to add. Make sure you add that to your skills.
And we know that you're also speaking shortly. shortly.
Yes.
Black is Tech.
Yes.
Shout out to the founder of Black is Tech,
Yes.
Tucson, and you're also part of that organization. Is that true?
Oh, no. But I will be speaking at Blackest Tech.
Amazing.
I'm going to be doing a workshop on Flutter.
What is Flutter?
So Flutter is a cross-platform engineering. So basically, you can write your code base and it deploys to both iOS and Android. So you don't have to have a separate code base. So it creates beautiful UIs, and you can just code one time, and that's it. And it actually deploys to web as well.
When you said Flutter, I was thinking about this other app called Flutter Wave. Is that
No, completely different.
What is that one?
I think that one is like a fintech app or something like that.
Yeah. Flutter Wave is a payments app.
Yeah.
It's like for payments. But no, Flutter is it's supported by Google. Basically just instead of native coding, which is like Swift and Android using Kotlin, you use something called Dart. Dart is a programming language, and you just build your code base once. It's easier. It's an easier learning curve than
Like
if you
Terraform.
maybe it's an easier learning curve. Than
It works
Swift.
with all platform. Like
Exactly.
And you just build it once, you deploy it, and it's beautiful. It performs well. A lot of companies are using it now. So
Are they sponsoring you?
they are not. This is a Google product. They're not really sponsoring me, but I'm going to be teaching that because for most of my clients, I build on Flutter for them because, they come to me with a small budget. They're like, okay, I want this app, but they can't pay for a native app on both platforms. So I just build it once and it's cheaper for them. So
I wanted to know, like, for getting your clientele for your business, because I think most tech people, their trajectory is like work in tech and then do your own thing or start your own business on the side. Like, were your first customers like friends, family, or how did you kind of start to develop
some
your
of them, they
clientele?
find me off of like, I kind of promote myself. I speak at conferences and stuff like that.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So they find me off of that. I was on a podcast actually once, and somebody found me off of that and asked me for an app. And then there's a lot of referrals as well.
Okay.
So I get it from that.
The T app. You guys heard about the T
Oh
app?
my God.
You was a part of that? I'm like,
I don't even have that on my phone. I'm not interested. No.
As we are cybersecurity
T
folks
app.
and software engineering, from the cybersecurity end of things, we see a lot of things wrong when you're collecting PII information from users. And how do you think that app could be built more securely?
So basically, there was a scandal, right? How people's information got leaked.
Yeah.
Out,
They got
right?
hacked and
exactly. They got hacked
people's
yesterday.
driver's license, their pictures, and they can also show you the location of where
it was. I saw it on. I saw an article about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's showing the location
It got
of
hacked
where the
yesterday.
users are.
It was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday.
So
was
basically, they didn't encrypt anything. Basically, that they collected from people.
I'm guessing
That's maybe
I
vibe
feel
coding. When was that app?
Somebody
that-
See,
vibe
the
coding.
dangers,
vibe coded.
the dangers of vibe coding. You get exposed. But I'm actually surprised how viral that app got.
I mean,
I understand.
There's people
people
wanna
want to
know.
find
It's not
out.
surprising
Yeah.
though.
Who
It's
am I
not
talking to?
It's not surprising
Vicky's
though to
already
me.
on it. Vicky, what's your
I'm
username?
I'm still on the wait list.
Okay,
Get me
good.
off
So
the
your
wait
driver's
list.
license is not out there, right?
Yeah, it's not surprising for
when
me
I
though.
signed up, though, they didn't ask me for my driver's license. They just
Really?
asked me for my picture of
Your
my
picture,
face.
yeah,
I
exactly.
think
So I
because they
guess
have
it's-
two different versions, one for guys and one for women.
But I think it's also for apparently it's for users from 2023 to 2024. So I think they did that before, but now they've stopped. They just ask for your picture, and then
Or video, you can't even like screenshot the app. You can't do it.
Yeah,
You can't
they
even
have
screen
screenshot
record the app.
privacy.
It's gonna come out.
You have the
black.
app?
I
Yeah.
don't.
It's
for ladies, bro. It's for girls. No. It's for girls though. Girls,
There's two versions.
one of my friends, like
one of my friends.
FaceTime call.
My homeboys asked me, "Can you search my name? Can you search my name?" People really want to know if they're on the app.
Really?
Like, yes.
Yeah.
Did you find me?
I can search.
Yeah,
well, I
I
have to ask
found
my
you,
friends
though,
to
bro.
search for you.
I'm playing.
And also,
Beware.
before I know time is also going, and we try to like keep this about 30 minutes. I just want to make sure you guys are aware that on the 12th of August we have a mixer with collaborating with Blackest Tech. Blackest Tech. And we're also a community partner of Blackest Tech, so look forward to our mixer August 12th, right? August 12th?
August 12th,
The
yeah.
time has not been announced yet, but we're still working on that. And we're looking for speakers, so if you want to speak in our conference hosted by Victoria,
Hey.
you want to speak in our conference, speaking to panelists, reach out to us on info@hackerproofhq.com. It'll be on the bottom.
Yes, sir.
And beside that, I don't even know what else to say. But
I mean, I want to know, like, what are some of your future projects? Like,
Okay.
I know, do you have anything in Nigeria that's coming up? What do you see your future as going forward? I mean, you've already done so many things. Your resume is so long, but I want to know what your future looks like.
Yeah, so I'm continuing to help small businesses. I mean, that's where my passion is. It's like people who want to build out an app, promote their business, digital marketing and stuff like that. So just helping businesses expand. That's basically what I'm doing. And I also build a lot of apps for the Lord. Because I'm a Christian. I have 2 apps out right now. One is called Sanctified. Yes, it is a TV, kind of like a TV guide, an app for just Christian entertainment.
Okay,
so Christian movies and Christian shows, Christian content. So I built that one, and one is called Signs and Wonders.
You gotta give us all the app URLs.
Yeah.
So we can,
it's an intercessory prayer platform. So you can go on there and you can request prayer. You can pray for other people, read people's testimonies and stuff like that.
That's beautiful.
So you know, I
had like one last question for you. I remember in the beginning you talked about like being in that Silicon Valley space. I wanted to ask, like, what was the atmosphere in that space, and how competitive was that?
Oh yeah, Silicon Valley is very. I mean, I definitely love the energy of being around other entrepreneurs, founders, people that are working in tech. We had a lot of mixers, events at Facebook, Instagram. So it's always like
something to do.
Exciting. So I knew about Threads before you guys. Wow. I had the first Threads download back in like 10 years ago.
For Facebook?
Oh, wow.
Threads?
Yeah, Threads been out.
Oh,
it just went viral now.
Wait, what thread?
Threads.
Instagram thread.
I had it years ago when it first came out.
I thought it just came out recently.
Nope. I thought it just came out too. I didn't know it was.
I thought it was
had the first
around the
version
Elon Musk buying Twitter. That was like looking for a wow.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Instagram invited a bunch of engineers. I was one of them, and they introduced it years ago. I think it was almost 10 years ago.
So before they deploy things, they've already tested it out for years.
I had it.
Time.
That's a long
It was
time.
a different icon, different everything than what they released now. So I had it, and they were introducing it at an event that I went to, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So I was playing around with it. Yeah, I had Threads way long ago, but it's like timing. So even like when they released it back then, it never hit.
Yeah.
People downloaded it, but they didn't see enough traction. But when that whole Twitter controversy came out, and people were trying to
see where we're gonna go.
Timing. So then it just skyrocketed.
But they had it ready for the
It's
moment.
been out.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been out.
That's amazing.
That's
That's
different.
amazing.
So you don't know how many apps are already like in the works or already out, and nobody knows about it.
I would love to go to San Fran, but the cost of living out there is
expensive.
It's
Not even California in general.
Yep.
That was one of the reasons I
love
left.
to be in SF.
You can't retire early in California.
The
Your
rents are
number
like
is $3 billion.
$4,000.
Jeez, I bet. No, really, it is though.
It's very hard to
I would love to
retire
go
early
there
out
or New York.
I would like to go visit, but I wouldn't like to spend more than a week there.
It's a beautiful place, but you will spend. You will
It's a lot of
spend.
money.
As we're getting closer to the end, we'd like to leave our guests a chance to ask us questions about ourselves because we're also growing, we're also up and coming. And if anything, you want to maybe ask about us and what we do and anything that.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to know more about you guys. I know we just had that one intro call, but how are you guys finding the podcast space and like just navigating it?
Everything is all due to God.
I'll
put it there because everything takes time, and we've been doing this for a year and a half now, so that's opened up our connection community. We're meeting a lot of different people, having that having this space in general for events to communicate, to build collaboration between people that look like us. It's just giving us an avenue for us to even do more. And so we're doing more by doing events, building an application that helps you optimize your resume and apply for jobs. And we just want to be a change agent in our community. So I think just this space gives us a chance to be a change agent and just push things that we all believe in. So
makes sense.
that's who we are, HackerProof HQ.
Yep.
Started off as an idea, and now we're just, pushing it.
To like, add on to that, right? I feel like we've gotten to a space where it's like it's natural now. It's like, on autopilot, right? Because I remember when I first came onto the podcast scene, my first interview, I remember I was nervous as hell because before that, I wasn't really a camera guy. I didn't like to be in front of camera and stuff. But now it's like,
fuck it.
Especially when you have like
flowing.
a relaxed environment, you guys just chill. It's just a conversation.
Exactly.
Really.
It is.
Talking with your friends.
That's all it is.
Yeah, no, I love
We just act like the camera is not there.
Yep.
Do you want to add to it?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten to learn so much and meet incredible people. Like, thank you, Daniel, because he invited me into the team.
It's
and
God.
Thank God. And I've just got to meet so many people like yourself.
Right.
Things I would otherwise never known, just being at my house or being in my normal circles. This has opened so many doors and just opened my mind to so many things and put me in so many rooms I otherwise would have not been in.
Right.
And also the information that we're spreading to people. Like, people are going to watch this podcast today, a software developer, an entrepreneur, or someone's going to watch this and be like, oh, I didn't know I could use Reply. Oh, I didn't know I have to think about how to scale. Oh, I didn't know. Like, they're going to learn so many things. And I'm just grateful to be a part of that experience for people. So that's my spiel of HackerProof HQ.
Awesome.
And where can we find you before we wrap this up? Make sure you guys are subscribing to us on our platform. I think this is getting kind of old. We ain't even got to say it anymore. If you want to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, leave us alone. But don't leave us alone, though. But just to leave, before we wrap it up, where can they find you?
Yes.
So mostly on every platform as the App Queen.
The App Queen.
Okay.
Yes.
How about Code and Capital? You know,
Code and Capital is our podcast that we have, me and my co-host, so you can follow
You
us.
should have us on there.
Yeah, no, we're going to have you guys.
Yes, you should have us on there.
Yeah, we're going to have you guys. So Code and Capital is the podcast. It's on all platforms, and then the App Queen also.
App Queen.
The App
Okay,
Queen.
the App Queen. I like
She
that
is
one,
the
though.
App Queen.
Shout out the App Queen.
She is the App
I'm going to come
Queen.
to you for more advice because
Of
as we're building
course.
this app, I
Yes.
need some help. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Sure.
you're my go-to person.
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm
Alrighty.
here.
Thank you, guys. Who wants to shut it off? Who want to wrap it off? Victoria, you go.
Okay,
Hey.
HackerProof HQ, you know how we do.
Hey.
Thank you guys. Come through, watch
Hey.
us, share, like, subscribe,
Hey.
and we'll be back with more. Bye,
Look forward to Mixer coming up on August 12th.
Yeah.
Victoria is going to be
Houston,
the
Texas.
I'm
the
gonna be
host of the panel.
hosting.
Great location,
Yes.
great people, great vibe, and
Yes.
just fun atmosphere.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get
Let's
it.
go.
The App
Ah, that was
Queen.
great. That was
I
good,
know. The
everybody.
App, you really are the App Queen.
You did great. There you go.